Are we live? Are we live? Am I live? Like, okay. We live. We live. We live. We live. 20 seconds late, didn't even know. But anyway, I hope y'all having a good morning. I hope y'all having a good afternoon, a great evening, wherever you at on this universe. Grand Rising. I briefly just want to talk about this whole Ja Morant situation. I'm from the crib, so I'm going to represent all day, every day. However, there are some lessons that need to be learned within this situation. I got notes, so I might be looking down, or I might just come out the top. I wrote some notes last night, and I did some scrolling this morning, and boom, somebody said the same shit I got in my notes. Stephen Jack. So basically, real recognize real, and the real ones really know what's going on and how to deal with certain situations. Boom, got that out the way. So I'ma just grab the cat out the bag. Ever since Ja Morant said he is fine in the West, that's when shit started to happen. Granted, he had prior incidents as far as like wearing, I was about to say wearing a jersey. He didn't really wear it. It was actually Photoshop. But he reposted a picture of himself with fuck 12 on the back. So obviously we knew that police brutality is a big thing that happens and continues to go on. We need to make these officers accountable as well as the department. The department head is the one to make these people accountable. However, we know everybody's in cahoots. Not everybody, then we know shit gets swept under the rug. That's a better way to say it. Outside of that, I think he might have had a couple more incidents. If not, then he been dominating in the motherfucking game ever since then. Um, so the incidents from last year, as far as the security mall incident, him, I don't know, getting into it with the security mall, or the teenager and basketball. He allegedly hit this kid and threatened this kid that he would shoot him or whatnot. So I don't know too much about what happened with that from last year, but it just goes to show that the NBA has been riding this man's tail, basically trying to get him from something. It wasn't an incident, but when he kept dunking on them towers, and he kept getting piss tests out of nowhere, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. Yeah, they was trying to get him for something. Ja Morant, you too loud, you doing too much. You only, what, 3, 4 years in the league. Tone it down. I ain't tone it down for shit. I'm in Memphis, grit and grind. This is what we do. All right, got something for you. But instead of them having something for him, he had something for them, which was the newest incident, the latest incident, him showing his. I don't even know if it's his weapon. We don't even know if it's his weapon. He could have got that weapon from whoever he was with in the club, quote unquote. It could have been one of them females that was in the background. We don't even know. So with that whole investigation going on, he did receive his 2-day suspension. I don't believe he should get a extended suspension, just because from outside looking in, we don't really know what's going on. We just going by what ESPN saying and what the NBA saying. And as you notice, Ja Morant ain't said shit but apologize for his wrongdoings. And I'll also say people got to be able to control their liquor. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how it works, in the NBA, but if he wasn't himself, quote unquote, due to drinking, which he stated in the video, y'all got me fucked up type shit. So could he be held to a standard of 50 suspensions, 50-game suspension due to him being inebriated, a little drunk. I ain't gonna say tipsy because that's beyond tipsy. You don't show no little pellet gun, no little 380 in no IG. You know what I'm saying? On no IG live, knowing who you are, knowing your status. Of course, everybody know the Shannon Sharp situation. When what it was December? If it was December, let me see my notes. January. Yeah, I think it was January when Shannon Sharp called him out saying,
You pretend like you hard, but you're not, Ja. You got a $200 million contract, and you want people in the NBA to think you hood, to think you gangster, because you roll with these type of people, bro. You putting yourself in harm's way when you don't have to. Nobody looks at you, Ja.
I
Like, man,
concur.
he hood. He down, he about that. You not. Stop pretending. You're not gonna do nothing.
But sometimes it's not worth
What you gonna do is get yourself
trying to
in trouble,
prove
put
that you
yourself and your
are
family in
what you
harm's
are
way
about
for street cred.
because it's gonna land you either
You
in
pretend
jail,
like you hard, but you're not, Ja.
they're gonna
What
you're
you
gonna
gonna do
end
is
up
get yourself
in
in
prison.
trouble, put
You're
yourself
gonna
and your
end up
family in harm's way for street cred.
not being around your children, not being around your family, not being around the people you know you love and the ones that you know support and love you. So with Shannon Sharp saying what he said, bro, was that even called for? What you did on the Lakers court, you know what I'm saying? Like that makes you hard. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit stupid. You know what I'm saying? Ja might have certain issues. However, he's young enough to grow. So with you being the older OG or whatever you want to call yourself, you should have brought that to his attention and not the world. Again, that's that Willie Lynch syndrome. Put the older black man against the younger black man. Like what the fuck? So yeah, he should have either kept that shit to himself or he could have contacted Ja Morant direct and said what he said to the world. Again, ever since he said, I'm fine in the West, bullshit started. What we're looking at here is actually a statement from Ja Morant's agent. And he basically talks about Morant's agent, Jim T, offered this response per ESPN Tim Mack. I barely see it. Again, I'm still trying to learn this. But any and every allegation involving a firearm has been fully investigated and cannot be corroborated. This includes the NBA investigation last month in which they found no evidence. Regarding that allegation, members of the Indiana Pacers traveling party said that a acquaintance of Morant pointed a laser at them following the late January game. Just like the other allegations. What are y'all waiting on? Like, if somebody said that he got beaten up and threatened by Ja Morant, why they taking so long to quote unquote do something about it? Probably because there's nothing there, no evidence. Also, if this pickup game was in Memphis, how the fuck is he still here? And this shit happened last year. As we know, the energy in Memphis isn't all holy rainbows and sunshine. We have that potential, but it's not always that bright. Memphis is cutthroat, hence the grits and grind. if you came up in Memphis or if you lived in Memphis for 3 or plus years, then you already know what Memphis is about. So maybe the city has influenced Ja Morant a little bit to portray old ways. Or maybe because he's in Memphis, he's like, I gotta rock this what am I looking for? I gotta bring the old job back while I'm here with this $200 million contract and all these endorsements. So the thing that I do preach balance. You know what I'm saying? Your lower self and your higher self. Your lower self is basically the ones that do the dumb shit, that do the shit that when you don't think. So your lower self is your evil self, your devil self for those who are religious. And your higher self is basically for Ja Morant. Oh, I went to high school, I went to college. Now I'm an NBA all-star. I grinded these last 4 years to get here. Let me keep building myself up so I can continue to feed my family, my people, and put my family and put my people on. That technically is the definition of generational wealth. If you had one breadwinner, that breadwinner will be able to help everybody out. So say his sister, I don't know if he got a sister, but just say his sister, I think he do got a sister that played basketball. So let's just say his sister won an endorsement with Nike, you know what I'm saying, as she goes to college. Hell, Ja Morant can possibly put a word out to the Nike company. Yo, check out my sister. She's up and coming. Or say his dad wanna open up a lounge or open up a cigar bar. Ja Morant has the funds to help him do that. So I don't know what happened to protecting the golden child, the breadwinner, the one with the most highest hopes. I don't know what happened to protecting them, but those around Ja Morant, y'all gotta protect him more often, and not enable his old ways. We gotta bury the old shit, G. The new shit is here. The new shit is elevating, brother. The new shit is liberation, brother. All this dumb shit is done with. Is no more dumb shit unless you really on that lower vibration shit, which again is your lower self, your devil self, your evil self. So it's best that his family and those around him protect him. Also, Ja, you would have to understand that everybody that's around you isn't for you. Like you can fuck with people genuinely, but they might not be fucking with you genuinely. They could be fucking with you because of your success. You know what I'm saying? You don't get me wrong, but I think you're from South Carolina, so it's like South Carolina ain't no big state, ain't, and it's not really well known outside of Myrtle Beach and Fort Jackson. I ain't gonna lie to you, but you gotta vet the people around you, and with vetting, it comes with, like I said earlier, putting them on, seeing what they interests are, seeing what they like to do. You are the breadwinner. You are supposed to look out if you choose to, but at the same time, you don't want to enable the people around you to always depend and count on you. Set them up, even if it's passive income where they don't have to work. You can buy your intermediate family, a couple cousins, houses, bro, houses, and not to live in, for them to rent out. You know what I'm saying? Or if they choose to sell it, they can sell it. But I hope you're smart about the money that you get once you sell it. But passive income, yes, put them on passive income. Um, and going back to, I think I might have said it already, but going back to the Shannon Sharp situation. I don't know Josh past. I just know what he has done since he been in the NBA. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't follow him when he was in college. I just knew the big hype was between him and Zion. And guess what? I was fucking with Ja. Cause to me, Zion was overly hyped. He was fine, dude. He was fine. But he was also injury prone. So I felt he was overly hyped. And Ja Morant quietly came in and stunned everybody, especially when he got that rookie of the year. I even betted my homeboy that's from the crib. He from Memphis. And this nigga went against Ja. He said Zion was gonna be rookie of the year. I should have betted him. I'm no longer a betting man. I'd rather invest in my options. But but with the media, or what Shannon Sharp said, even though he said what he said, Ja Morant, you wasn't supposed to take heed of what he said. Listen to what he's saying, but don't take heed in it to the point where I'm finna show you I'm about that life. That's the dumb shit. Some people say certain things or do certain things just to see how you react and see how you respond. But like I learned and like I learned, you can't let people trick you out your spot. You also can't let people downplay you, even though you know who you are. The idea again is balance. Everything isn't for everybody. If they see you in this light, the NBA light, and then fast forward, they see you in this light, like I said earlier, they've been nitpicking. I can understand the quote unquote stress or like damn what the fuck they want from a nigga on some DMX shit. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, I'm here. I'm putting Memphis on. I'm dunking over towers. Like I'm bringing revenue to the league. Like what the fuck y'all want from me? So I get that stress, but don't let people stress you out. Don't let people get to you. Don't let people dictate how you live and how you choose to operate. But just always remember that eyes are everywhere and lenses are everywhere. And I ain't talking about just phones. It's cameras everywhere. And you don't know who the fuck recording or where a hidden camera is at. And I ain't saying you gotta be square. Or I ain't saying you gotta live righteously 365. But I'm saying just be more mindful. You gotta be more mindful. You gotta be mindful of what you do, how you respond, how you react, and be mindful of those who are around you. Ja, I'll just say, keep your head up, and regardless what happened, even though I felt like everything has already happened, I feel like you don't need any further suspensions. I feel like the NBA should at least fine you if they find anything as far as evidence that the weapon was yours and that you quote bought it on the airplane. Again, that could have been somebody's weapon from that state. You knew them. Hey man, I'm going live. You know I'm fucked up. Let me go on hold that for a second. A little pea shooter. You know what I'm saying? Just like this. A little pea shooter. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to prove, G. Only thing only thing there is to prove is to yourself and to your daughter or your kids. I don't know how many kids. That's it. You prove things to yourself and you prove things to your kids. Guess what? They coming up under you. They coming up after you. So I'm watching my parents to see how they operate, see how they do. Cause guess what? That's what's gonna come to them. Of course, the goal is for them to have their own mind, but first they soak up shit from their parents, soak up shit from things and people around them. So Ja Morant did apologize, which was honorable. Which is part of air, accountability, integrity, and responsibility. He accepted all three of them just by stating, I take full responsibilities for my actions last night. I'm sorry to my family, teammates, coaches, fans, partners in the city of Memphis. The entire Grizzlies organization for letting you down. I'm going to take some time away to get help and work on learning better methods of dealing with stress and overall well being. Now, that's what you call masculinity. He accepted what he did, even if it wasn't him. Quote unquote, I'm fucked up. um, he know he has to detach. He knows that he needs the help. He also knows that he wants the help. So a need and a want, you gonna go get. A need is just a need. A want is just a want. But when them motherfuckers together, I need that and I want that, you'll know to make some work. Or you know to go do. And I'm talking positive. I ain't talking no damn. This man got a whole Ferrari. I got a 40 and a Draco. I'm finna go get me a Ferrari. No, I ain't talking about like that. Be be inspired to that person that has that Ferrari. If you want to ask questions, ask what you do. How can I achieve what you got? But I'm going on a rant now. But this is Loweosophy. We're gonna end it with that. Um, like, subscribe, comment. Again, this is my first video. Was actually my second video. I ain't posted yet, which is about my time in Atlanta. I've been down here since July 2021, and I can say it's definitely been a journey for myself. But Ja, again, keep your head up. Peace, love to you and your situation. Peace, love, light, respect to the world, and stay ready. This Loweosophy, this Loweosophy speaks. I ain't got a title yet, but we got one coming up. Peace, love, light, respect. Stay ready.